Listen to that one. It's called Tell Your Mother by Eric Wainaina. First and foremost, that sounds so good. I was actually just checking out the chorus, right? So I went into Genius and I wanted to get the lyrics for that. And the chorus is actually pretty dope. Live for you, die for you, I'll do anything, right? Carry your guilt for you, absolve you, rid you of your sin. Bruh.
Wait, that sounds like Jesus talking to me.
Huh?
Is that what happened?
Hey.
You know, okay, first of all, I can't even take credit for that chorus, right?
Jeez.
Yeah.
That wonderful chorus written by the guy standing right beside me. His name is Vinny Gogi. Vinny. Tufafanulie tafadhali.
Vinny, what was going on? Hey.
Was it Jesus telling us that, or what happened? Who are you carrying?
That is insanely
whose
deep.
sins are you carrying?
So Eric comes with a jam. He leaves the room, and then Rushab and I and Tim were like, okay, it sounds like a very homecoming theme.
Okay.
And so and we're also talking about, at that point we were talking about how far you can go in love, what you're willing to do. And we are like, what if we just made it like a very outright and very forthright way of saying that you love someone, but even going beyond what, you know,
Over
normal,
and above.
yeah,
Yes.
normal human beings do.
So now that you've written that and you guys thought about it, is this something you've ever felt?
For someone.
Because my God,
Too deep.
guilt for you. Like, hey.
No, man, if you haven't felt that, you haven't lived, man. No, it's true.
No, guilt
Ay,
for you.
Goja.
Guilt
No,
for
if
you.
you haven't, Calvin, man, that's the truth, man. You know, it's just...
Calvin, you've never carried anyone's guilt, have you?
Calvin, this is your therapy session. Come on, let's go, man. Talk to us.
Listen, I read from the book of Future Toxic Masculinity. I'm kidding though. I think I've experienced that.
Yeah.
You know, everybody experiences love in different ways, right?
Yes.
But when you now actually put the words in like that, carry your guilt for you, that is absolutely amazing. Where? What a song, what a song.
That's what it's about. It's true love.
So the other man on that one, he seems a bit shy. Get on the mic.
This one's shy.
Hell no.
I am.
He is not.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
has been said.
I've heard your vocals on that, right?
Yeah, you had them, but in the chorus, in the big chorus.
Yes, in the big chorus. You actually have a very good voice.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah.
So is this something that you've been doing for a while, or talk to me about it?
Yeah, I've been doing music for over 10,
Really?
like maybe 12 years now.
Wow. Alvan.
What you don't know, Calvin, is that these people, they give birth together for whatever. To create together.
Yes.
Na ule mwingine mwenye amesimama pale kwa kona. Jifiche tu. Like, I have sat with them in studio when the Elephant was just down here.
Yeah, I remember. I
Hapa.
came for one of the shows on a Sunday.
They are constantly creating.
Yes.
Constantly creating. Like, you just find them on the guitar, on the keys, just whatever. And like, we feel like this, we feel like this. So when he tells you that, he has actually been doing it massively. Ukondani. Just
Ukondani,
constantly.
Dani.
Yep. And that's how it comes out sounding like that.
Wow. First, that is actually such a great song.
Thank you.
Sounds very good. You can definitely tell. Let me tell you this. As guys on the radio, we listen to a lot of songs, and you can tell songs that have actually been thought about, how they're going to sound and
It's
everything.
been thoughted.
Yes, it really has.
Yeah.
Now, like I was saying earlier, I was just telling Alvan, after doing radio for this long, I've actually never interviewed this man over here. It's been one of those things where I remember the first time I watched Eric perform was at Bomas of Kenya many years ago.
How many are those?
Were you in
What
that
was
audience?
That
You mean
was-
that was as in like the Kenya Music Festival finalist concert when they tried to
no.
stop us from singing?
I don't know what was happening. I can't quite remember, but there was definitely something that
You
was
can't remember.
happening.
You had taken a girlfriend there. Your
No.
focus
I was young.
You were there for the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember they actually tried to stop him. I think you were trying to perform Nchi ya Kitu Kidogo or something.
That's right. That was 2002.
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever watched you live. And
You were in that audience.
Yes.
That's amazing. That was an amazing day.
So let me ask you, if that is 2002, when am I meeting you?
Man, I
Was
think
it earlier
I met you
or
during,
after?
I met you earlier than that.
At,
98-ish.
So
Have
imagine
you
my
heard this man sing?
I have.
My first taste of the music industry.
Yes.
At all. Like green. Just came from the bush, the farm, but I had a voice and I could do something.
Yes.
Was I had left Nakuru to come and stay and work with Jack Odongo. Do you remember him? All right. And then while we were there, a certain friend of mine, Bobby, we decided to form a team. All right. To compete for Balozi Africa. I think I was 19.
Or something.
Fresh out of high school.
Yes.
Right. And guess who the judges were?
This
Eric and... Yeah, I won. Please remember.
Oh,
I won.
Did you have an afro?
Huh?
You had an afro,
I
right?
did.
His hard hair.
Before the Lord shaved me and saved me. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
So much history. So much history in in the studio right now.
Yep.
But Eric, for me, it's one of those things where you've been pivotal for so many people in terms of influence, right? Because when I take it back to then. In your genre, there was not that many people.
Well, I mean, they were there, but it's just that maybe we didn't get to hear about them as much as we should have. You know, I mean, now like when we started playing, there was like one radio station. You know, now there's radio stations everywhere doing great things. You know, and so it's a lot easier to get stuff out there. And so,
but because I remember at that point, of course, Nchi Kitu Kidogo, that song with everything that was happening, Moi still at the after coming from 24 years of Moi, at that point when you sang about it and pushing corruption as a conversation, and also what you did right after the bomb blast in 1998, boom, all of that definitely pushed you to that level of Kenyan, you're known, and of course worldwide, right? But at what point did you actually discover this is the career that I wanted to push?
Well, actually, I thought I was going to be a doctor up until I was about 17.
Doctor of what?
Of medicine.
Which part?
Well, actually, I thought I was going to become a
Specializing
gynae.
in pancreas.
No, seriously, So I was doing maths biochem for my A levels, and then me and these guys were singing this song for Prize Day. We were auditioning in front of the primary school, who are the hardest audience to sing in front of.
Yes.
And we started to sing, and they just went completely quiet. And I was just like, this is where I want to be.
But at that point, right? So this is what? This is the 90s or
This is
80s?
This is 1990.
1990.
To be precise, yeah.
Boss, this is when you couldn't tell your parents you wanted to be a musician.
But my parents are superhumans. You know, as in like my brother wanted to play football. They sent him to the UK to do that. They have always thought outside the box. Supportive. There is no box where my parents are concerned.
There was no neighbors uko who were saying, "Ay, Mama Eric, ini nini, anataka kupasu."
No, but it's actually also the Wainainas, my dad's side of the family, are very, very musical. You know, so it was just carrying on the vibe. But at family parties, guys would switch off the record player and take out a guitar, and Uncle Ben would be there we just start playing some jams.
You know, when you say Uncle Ben Gedai.
No. But that's not a bad guess.
Thou shalt not.
Sorry.
No, yeah. So, you just whip out a guitar and start playing.
But here's the thing, and I'm glad you're in studio with us because, boss, I was prepping for this interview, and it's one of those very hard interviews because this man has done absolutely everything, right?
Yeah, you're like, utamuuliza gani, wache gani.
Because the times you'll ask guys, okay, so what next, and what, and what, and what, and I've seen you reinvent yourself years upon years upon years upon years, right? And you're still singing and you're doing amazing. What else?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Take over the moon.
Let's do this.
We'll do something.
So apart from the, the music that you're producing and all of that, tell us the other life and which part of that I was whatever. Because he writes musicals, right? So there's so many dynamics to him. So yeah, just tell us. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Well, I mean...
what is on your hands?
One of the other things we started doing... Well, not started, just sort of formalized, a thing called the Nairobi Musical Theatre Initiative. Because, musicals, like you say, are a nice genre, as in everyone's seen Serafina or The Sound of Music.
Yes.
But we just got tired of being asked to do Grease and all of that. We just said, let's start doing our own thing. And so we got a bunch of writers together, and over the course of 5 years, it's grown into this thing where there's 35 writers writing 14 new musicals. And so their stories range from black-brown love stories to these guys called Too Early for Bed, so I think you know.
Yes.
They're doing
Shout out to Queen and the team.
Exactly. They're doing a story about these guys who break into a bank, and then that bank ends up having been a disco 20 years ago. And so they get time travel. And it's fantastic. It's great. And it's... all these great stories, and it's just gonna blow up.
But would you say Kenyans have now adapted musicals? Because before,
Well, musicals have kind of always been around, you know. I think what we need to do is now make it more sort of in the general public's sphere, you know. And it takes a while to sort of get people used to a new sort of art form. But I mean, also Hollywood's doing it. You know, there's been a resurgence of musicals. You know, now when you see even someone like Lin-Manuel Miranda's in the Heights becoming a film. I mean, I saw that thing on Broadway like 10 years ago, and here we are. You know, it's opening up. It's opening up. Maybe it's time for a Kenyan musical on the film, on screen.
Brilliant. But what do you enjoy doing the most? After what? This is close to 30 years of music.
I'll tell you what he enjoys doing right now. Living in the bush. That's what he enjoys. Yeah.
I saw that
Pictures are leopards, sijui what, like crossing his path, and I'm like, why?
It's beautiful. It's fantastic. You wake up, you see the park. It's nice. We saw Elands on the way home yesterday, and it's cool. It's cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So back to it, right?
Yeah.
What do you actually enjoy doing the most after all of those years of doing music, right? So it gets to a point, you know, we evolve, right? And if you don't evolve, definitely that's the beginning of you perishing, right? Especially in your craft. Now, of course, Alvan, I think one of the first things that Alvan told me when we met was him out in New York, you know, when you guys were doing, what's the name again?
Tinga Tinga.
Tinga Tinga. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the same one I watched at the Elephant just down the road.
Oh, nice.
I remember it was a Sunday afternoon. John C.B. Okumu was
That's
on
right.
as well. You were there. Alvan, were you on that?
No, not on
No,
that.
you were
no.
not on that. Yeah,
But
so
he joined us
It was
at the
the year
National
after.
Theatre.
at the National Theatre.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I remember watching all of that. So what is it that you've now gotten to the point where you enjoy?
I mean, I enjoy it all. I really enjoy writing. I enjoy performing. You know, I think one of the things a decision I made many years ago is to make a career out of the things that I love. You know, and I heard that on Oprah. She said, like, make a career out of your passion. You
Yes.
know, because if you do that, in the hard times, the good times, you know, it's all going to be fine. Your passion will push you through the hard times, and so I enjoy it all.
I agree, because that's one of the things where, you know, when everybody asks me about radio, would you actually enjoy it? I say, I wake up to have fun. And
Nice
I'm
one.
paid to have fun.
There you go.
You know,
It
so
runs
once
in
you
your blood. It's the juice.
Yeah.
Yep.
You do that.
Vinny Goge.
Vinny Goge. Uh-huh.
Timothy Arinaitwe.
If I remember from watching Boniface Mwangi's Insta stories when you guys were having like a nice and easy kind of session, yo, Alvan, we need to go check out that studio. It looks so dope.
You must do. You must do.
Really,
It's cool.
really dope.
Thank you.
Smack in the middle of Uko Mbali
Nowhere.
Uko.
No, yeah.
I think you said, he said rather, you have a new project coming out soon.
Yep.
When is that out?
Well, we've been putting stuff out as we go.
Yes.
We put out Tell Your Mother about 4 weeks ago. Then we
Yes.
put out Reggae Nice a week ago.
Uh-huh.
And there's 8 songs that our new record company has put out. Our new record company is called Rain Records. And
Rain.
Rain.
Bura.
Bura.
Mvua.
Mvua.
Okay. Rain Records. Yes.
Mwah. So that I mean, Rain Record comes from the company that we own called Rainmaker. It's been around
Yes.
for a while.
Yes.
But we just never had the right capacity. Now we've got the right producers. Bogo is here with us in the building.
He's a producer.
He's a producer and an
Bad
artist
man?
Do you know
himself.
who Bogwa
Bad
is?
man.
Eh?
Bogo,
Do you
no,
want
no,
to
no.
know who Bogwa is?
Tell me.
Do you remember Ian Bogwa?
Yes.
Hii ni begu yake hapa.
Ah.
This is his
What?
seed.
Oh, okay. I see you. I love how creativity, you know, just
Yeah.
all around,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So,
But producer in his own right, quite a wonderful artist and a wonderful all-round guy.
yes.
Rushab over here is a producer and an artist and an engineer. And he actually is the producer of that song, Tell Your Mother, that you heard earlier on.
Hey, well done, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the guy who, when you said it sounds really cool, that he's the man behind that, you know?
I like that.
Yeah, and so so we have 8 songs which are ready to go, and we'll be putting them out every single month.
Every single month.
But we're hoping that Reggae Nice, which we're going to play later, is going to become the party
actually-
anthem of
Okay.
Christmas.
It's actually coming out next, right?
Thanks.
And
Right.
now that the president has said we can, what do you call it? We can have shows and concerts and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the 8 songs should be all out by when?
8 songs will be all out by about April.
April.
And so by the time the year turns over, we'll have done about 3.
About 3.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to be involved in the next concert that you guys are planning.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
Which,
yes.
I remember there was this periodic. You'd always do like shows often.
Yeah.
Are we going to see that happening soon?
Yeah, as soon as so we've just
You're
kind
gonna
of
bring us out to the bush?
Yeah, we'll bring you out to the bush. We'll do some
Okay.
stuff. Bring you out every couple of weeks, maybe.
When
and,
is the next one?
I'll let you know. Don't
will
worry,
be
man.
a
You're,
easy
you're
way,
on my
what
list.
time?
You're on my list of people.
Of course, Alvan has to be on that show.
Yeah.
Now, guys, before we go, What should we expect from you? I want the people to hear so that they're able to know, what they should be looking forward to from Eric's team. Ukona mziki nakam?
Well, as Television KE, that is Tim and I.
Yes.
There are like 3 more songs coming.
Yes.
But it's together with
Mr. Eric.
Yes.
Together with Mr. Eric.
Yes.
On some of those songs we've collaborated with him. Some of them we've done them on our own.
Yes.
We are also featuring him in Reggae Nice, but
Yes.
do I say?
We're about to drop.
Yeah.
Before you even proceed, allow me to interrupt. Why the name Television KE?
Vinny Goge.
Vinny Goge.
Timothy Arinaitwe.
I like that.
I was waiting
We
for
were
something
actually
so
christened
deep.
by Bogo.
Uh-huh.
He thought that because I'm Vinny and his team, it just makes
T.
sense.
Oh.
We also a spectacle. I mean,
Okay.
Nere kegwile.
Man, it took me a while. Okay. Yeah. So simple yet so genius. So, how many tracks coming out from you guys?
at least 4.
At least
Okay.
4.
But they
And
have like 1,000.
Yeah.
They have 1,000.
They write so well, man.
Right. So when's the next
Every
one
damn
dropping?
day. Yep.
The next one is dropping January.
January.
Yeah.
Higher. The radio guys have had it. Langat, Kinoti. You guys need to come back. That day, Eric's not coming. It's the 2 of you guys.
You come here.
Yeah. You
drop
come
it.
here. You drop it. Premiere. We're gonna talk about it.
We're
yes.
gonna hold you to that.
No.
No, we will
I've
hold
said
you
it.
to that.
I've said it.